everyone. Welcome to another episode of Allied Home Quest, Complete Connection with the Community in Real Estate. I'm Mary Camuso, Realtor with eXp Realty, and today we have the pleasure of getting to know Michele Freemyers, one of the owners and manager of EKKO Title of Fredericksburg. EKKO Title is a full-service title and escrow company that is committed to closing your residential or commercial purchase, sale, or land or construction loan transaction. Their reviews online highlight their desire to care about their clients and our community, delivering top-notch customer service, empowering their clients with knowledge, and so much more. I highly recommend them if you're looking for a title and escrow company in the Fredericksburg area. Thanks for being here today, Michele. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yay.
Yeah.
So you've lived in the Fredericksburg area for about 20 years, is that correct?
Yep, been here a long time. Yeah, we moved down here in like 2001. So
where'd you move from?
We moved from Northern Virginia, so I grew up in Northern Virginia, went to school up there.
What part?
Alexandria, so I went to
nice.
T.C. Williams.
Do you ever miss it?
No. I like the country.
So since you've been here for so long, you must love Fredericksburg.
I do.
What is something that maybe you love most about it?
You know, when we moved here 20 years ago, I felt like we were moving out to the boonies, but that's not the case at all. There's everything here that my family needed. You know, you've got all the businesses, you've got restaurants. I had 3 kids that are now grown. We had good schools. You had the field house where we could do all kinds of sports stuff. You're close to Richmond, you're close to DC. So it just was like a perfect place, and it wasn't too big. I don't really like the big city, but it was big enough. And I liked being able to go out and, you know, have country close by. You know, you can go to the mountains, you can go to the beach. Just a really good general place for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with all of that.
Yeah, I love it.
I love the proximity to everything, to DC, to Richmond, to the mountains, to the beach. Just like ideal location. Yep. I guess that's why they call Virginia for lovers.
Right. And I like the weather changes too.
Yeah.
You know, we get all the 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Which I love that.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah. I was out in California for a time period, and we
too.
did not get the foliage change. And when fall came, I was just like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Where's my colors?
It's beautiful, but when you're there a long time, it's like nothing changes.
Yeah.
So I really like the change.
Me too.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So would you tell us something about yourself that maybe most people don't know?
Well, I have 3 kids. Most people know that. They're adults now. I'm a big animal lover. So I have a lot of animals, and over the years I've had chickens and rabbits and bred rabbits and had chickens and baby chicks, and never met an animal I didn't like. So I do a lot with animals. I got a lot of animals in my house. I got a lot of animals in the office. So
yeah, I loved Clifford. He was hanging out front.
Yeah, he's our little greeter for sure.
You'll have to come by and meet Clifford, guys.
Yeah, he's super cute.
So tell us, what motivates you? What is your inspiration, your reason, your why?
Well, you know, I like to help people. So if I'm working and I could feel like I'm making a difference and helping people, I went to law school because I thought I would make this huge difference in the world, and was very, optimistic about that. And we've settled into a real estate career and transaction. But I feel like there's a lot of help you can do for people here. You can make sure a transaction goes well, and you can make sure problems are fixed. So, I'm really good at that, and I really like that, and I really like it when people call and have questions or have issues. I really like being able to help them and resolve that. That's my favorite stuff. That's what I like. That part of it is my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you helped me a lot, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. That's the stuff I like to do.
She's a great resource. Make sure you utilize her, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, people can always call me. I'm always open.
So let's chat a little bit about EKKO Title.
Okay.
What was your inspiration to start this business? When did you establish the Fredericksburg location?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my partners and I had worked for another title company for a long time. And in 2008, the market crashed, and that was not going to be a viable option going forward. So we kind of said, hey, you know what? If we're gonna sink, let's sink in our own ship. And so we kind of all just said, let's go out and open a title company ourselves. We didn't really have a lot of knowledge about how to do that, but we figured it out. But we just felt like it was a good opportunity. Now looking back, I can't believe we thought it was a good opportunity to start that in 2008 because of course the market crashed right then. But it really was quite a blessing because the market had crashed, we were able to kind of get our feet in and get wet and get it all kind of figured out. Nice. So we've been in business. We opened this office where you're sitting was the first EKKO Title, and we opened it in March of 2008.
Oh, very cool.
So it's hard to believe, but yeah, and we've got 9 offices.
9 offices. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
so
big
we've
growth.
grown. Yes, we have grown quite a bit. But I'm down here. All the other offices are in Northern Virginia, so we've kind of spread out the area. And what's really great is that in all of our offices, there are attorneys in all of them and owner managers in them. So we are the owners, and I just feel like that makes a difference in the customer service that we provide, in the level of care we provide. You know, I want everybody who walks in here to feel like, you know, they're paying us a fee to do a service for them, and they should be walking out and saying that was worth every penny of it.
Yeah.
I want them very happy with it. I don't want anyone ever to be like, you know, they didn't do a good job. I mean, the business is me, so I want people to feel like they're getting excellent customer service from me and my staff.
That's awesome. That level of care, a lot of people, we don't see it too often these days. And
we try, yeah.
I love the commitment to the care for the community.
Yeah, that's always been our number one thing, is that we have customer service is a top number one. And whatever they need, we will try to do.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So is there 9 owners if there's 9 offices?
No, we've got, there's 5 owners.
Okay.
And we have a title company, and then we also have a law firm because we're all lawyers. Mm-hmm. So there's law firm, and there's a EKKO title company, and so you know we can do some limited legal work. We can represent sellers on seller transactions, and then we can do settlement transactions too. So I'm always kind of putting on one hat and taking off another hat.
Nice.
Because I'm either wearing one or the other.
Yeah.
Usually I'm not wearing the attorney hat. I'm wearing the settlement agent hat, but. Yeah. When needed, I can put the attorney hat on, so that works really well.
It's great to be so diverse.
Yes, it helps a lot. It helps a lot because when there's problems with the files and they need an easement or something like that, I can help them. I don't have to send them out to somebody else. And so that's a timing issue and trying to get to closing in 3 days when we need an easement, I can stop and knock it out.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So title work is probably the least understood and appreciated part of the process of a real estate transaction. Could you share with us a quick overview of the settlement process?
Sure. So, you know, we do real estate. When you buy and sell a house, you need a settlement company. And people are like, why do you need one? And the real reason you need one is that there needs to be somebody to do the title search and do the recording with the land records. So when I buy a property, if I'm going to buy a house from you, I want to make sure that the title's clean and that there's not going to be problems with it when I go forward. I know for me personally, my house is my highest asset, and it is for most people. And so what people come in here and see is they see a lot of like, you know, paperwork and smile, and we have chocolate and we have puppies and, you know, all this. But what we're really doing is we're doing a title search on the property. So we're doing a full 40-year look back in title to make sure that every single thing that went on with that property is good, clean, and ready to go forward. And so I feel like we are protecting homeowners, you know, value of their home. So that's the main thing that we're doing, is we're doing the title search, and then we're issuing title insurance policies. And of course, we're coordinating with the parties. We're making sure the contract terms have been met. We are interfacing with the buyer's lender. We are recording the documents. We are dispersing all the money to the sellers, you know, to all the different parties in the transaction.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of fiduciary duties in regards to holding escrow and managing the money and making sure everything's done exactly like it needs to be. And of course, that's the other part of, we do the customer service. That's a huge thing, but also making sure that we are legally doing all these other steps absolutely correct so that the client is protected in the end.
So many things behind the scenes.
Yes.
You never see it. You just see the chocolate and smile.
Yes. Yes.
But with a good title company, you don't see or hear any issues. It just is a smooth delivery, and that's something that's very much appreciated as a realtor standpoint and from my clients, I know.
Yeah, for sure.
So thank you for all your hard work.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So you kind of went into like what your job entails. You're kind of like the settlement agent or the lawyer. What are some of the other services that EKKO Title offers?
So We work a lot with realtors, of course, and with lenders. So we do real estate transactions, we do refinances, we do construction loans. Sometimes parties in a transaction want to do a tax deferred exchange, so a 1031 exchange. So we can do those transactions. I get a lot of referrals for people that just need help.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's driving across my road and I don't think he has the right to do so. So that's where the legal side of it comes in, where I'll be like, let's do a title search. Let me look at the paperwork. Let me see what we can do. So we do a lot of that kind of on the side too. Because we work with realtors and I've been doing that for so long, the realtors kind of know me. And so whenever anybody has like a legal issue, they'll call me. And sometimes I can help them, but sometimes I can't, but I'm always happy to give them a referral. And so I feel like that is another part of what we do a lot of, is like kind of the side business. And we do a lot of deed transfers, like if you want to add a spouse to title or take, there's a divorce, you need to take them off. We do a lot of that kind of work too.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yep.
Is there anything else that you would like to highlight about EKKO Title in general, or?
Yeah, actually, one of the things, and I touched on it a little bit earlier, we are owner operated.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. And sometimes that's great and sometimes that's bad, because like I told you before with the marketing, I'm a lawyer, I'm not a marketer. I don't know some of the stuff to do with the social media and stuff. But being owner occupied is owner occupied. Being owner owned and managed, I just feel like it's really, really important. And when we opened EKKO Title in 2008, we decided that we were going to be independent. So we don't have any affiliations with any of the realtor brokerages in town or with lenders. We are completely independent. Most every title company and real estate company have an affiliation between the two of them, where they're referring business back and forth and there's money paid for that referral. I worked under that business model in a previous company, and it's not the best business model in my mind, because if I don't have to work hard and do a good job for you, you're going to bring me your business because our companies are affiliated. I don't want to be part of that. I want to do a really good job and have you bring me business because I'm going to do a really good job, not because your broker's telling you need to go use this company. So that's kind of at the heart of who we were when we opened, is we said we're going to be independent, we're not going to have affiliations.
Oh, nice.
And that's hard because we don't have some of the same access that the other affiliation companies do. But where I feel like we've really done a great job is by doing really good customer service. And if we do a good job, people will come. And so that's kind of the circle of life that we try to put on here.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Just do a good job. People will come.
Just do a good job. Yeah, do a good job.
I feel like it's just caring for others as you would want to be cared for.
Absolutely.
I love that you have that philosophy. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think we could go on forever here, but I think we're going to stop here. If you have any questions for Michele, or if you need any settlement or escrow services or referral, you can contact her directly. I'll put her information in the comments below, or you could reach out to me. I'd be happy to get you in touch. Thank you for so much for sitting down with me today and getting to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'd maybe like to feature you on some other things in the future, so stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks again for being here. I'm Mary Camuso, your friend and realtor of the Fredericksburg area. And if you own a small business and would like to be featured, just let me know. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.